So guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to code the problem that is identical linked list, and we have already seen the description part as well as the approach that we are going to use. Now, so let's begin coding. So in order in order for two linked lists to be to be identical, what are the conditions? That they should have the same data and they should have the same arrangements. Basically, the number of nodes should be same and the node data should also be same. So we will split this problem into two things. First, we will check that the number of nodes in a linked list are equal or not. Then we will see the data of these nodes. Okay. So first we will create a temp variable temp1 where we will pass the head of the first node, first linked list, and we will create another temp variable in which we will pass the head of the second linked list. Okay, we will create two variables, int n and int m, which will store basically the number of nodes which we will check in order to tell that the number of nodes are equal or not. So we will use a while loop, that while temp1 is basically not equal to null, is not equal to null, we are going to increment our we are going to increment our we're going to increment our n and move the temp to temp.next. Temp is equal to temp.next. So this was for the first linked list. We will do the same for the second linked list also. Okay, and we will change it to m temp. Okay, so here we need to write temp. Okay, temp. Okay, now if statement that if n is not equal to m, what we are going to do, we are going to return false since the number of nodes are not equal. Now for the data part, what we are going to do, we will check first the head values, that if head1 dot data is not equal to head2 dot data, what we are going to do, we are going to return false, and we will create another temp variable like node temp3 is equal to head1 node temp4. So the logic, basically I can separate this code. Number of nodes, checking like that we can write, and now here we are checking node data checking we are doing. So the logic is same, that here we were using the counter, basically counter variable to check the number of basically the number of nodes. Now we are doing the same here, just in the case of counter variable we are going to check the data. Okay, is equal to head to, what we are going to do, that if, before that we need to write while statement, that while temp is not equal to null, what we are going to do, we are going to use the if statement, that if temp3 dot data temp3 dot data is not equal to temp4 dot data, what we are going to do, we are going to return false since the node data is not matching. If not means If they are equal, we are going to increment the what we are going to do, we are going to increment the temp3 and temp3 is equal to temp3 dot next and temp4 is equal to temp4 dot next. Okay, if we exit the while loop without getting any false statement, means the linked lists are identical. So we are going to return. So we can solve this problem recursively also, and that we can do in just 3 to 4 lines of code. So that is another method. We'll quickly compile this code. So it is, we are getting this the answer correctly. So we will submit this thing. Okay, so it is getting submitted.